In those days, there was no Christmas. There was just chaos because travel was expensive and travel was dangerous and people were ready to get home and to get back to normal. But unbeknownst to them, things would never be normal again because in the chaos of the census, a child was born, a child whose birth would have geopolitical implications, not for a generation, but for generations. And yet it was like, in some ways, it was like a page out of Greek mythology. It was like something that only a storyteller could fabricate. Because with the birth of this child, the divine had come to earth. The divine had become flesh and had made his dwelling among us. And here's the interesting thing, and this is what history has borne out, that every single person whose lives intersected with this child from the time of his birth to the time of his execution, every single person whose lives intersected with his life would become a footnote in his story. Peasants, governors, kings, and even Caesar, because unbeknownst to everyone, except for a very small group of people on that night, a king had been secreted into the world. Not a religious figure, that's where we go wrong. A king who would disturb and reverse the order of things. A king who would lay down his life for his subjects instead of requiring that his subjects lay down their lives for him. A king that would then say to his subjects, you are to lay down your lives for one another. And if needs be, you are to lay down your lives and your rights even for your enemies. And he would turn everything upside down, and he would do so not as a religious figure, not simply as a savior, but as a king.